Hey, what's up, Hammer fam? Welcome back to HammeredHead. Today we're looking at the Droid Factory CU-28. This is the next Build-a-Droid series, or in the series from the Disney store that they're releasing, so I'm really excited to get this guy. This is Grief Karga's Protocol Droid. I think we're introduced to in Season 3. I think it looks pretty cool, kind of a basic Protocol Droid with a different head. And speaking of head, we get the blue head for the Build-a-Droid in here, so that's pretty sweet. Decent card back. I don't actually know if this is taken from the show. I don't think it is, but looks pretty good. And we get the card back. We get all the data about him. Description says, this droid can be found in the office of the Magistrate of Navarro. Join CU-28 on their adventures throughout the galaxy. May the Force be with you and your droids. And yeah, we get the head for TC-332. Pretty cool. Decent card back. Not my favorite, to be honest, but it doesn't look bad or anything. But the droid, I think, looks really cool, so let's open him up. All right, here we got CU-28. I think he looks pretty decent. He's a little heftier than a lot of the Droid Factory figures. He's not quite as light as always, or maybe that's just me, I don't know. But appearance-wise, really good quality. Actually, a decent amount of paint apps on these wiring here that I think really pop once you take them out of the packaging. You can see that a lot better. But the overall sheen of the guy, I think, is pretty good. He's shiny without being like too obviously like metallic-y paint type stuff. I don't think it looks like fake or any issues like that. It looks pretty good overall. Pretty decent detailing all around. Nothing too crazy. And not really any paint outside of these wires that you can see under there. So he's not the most, elaborate droid or anything, but I think he looks good enough. The head sculpt is pretty cool. It's a pretty unique head. I don't think we've had any other droids that look like this. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't really think we've encountered many protocol droids that look like this in the Star Wars universe anyway. But yeah, he looks really cool. I love the green eyes there. Articulation is not too bad. We got swivel shoulders. Got a ball elbow that goes about 90. Swivel wrists, swivel head. Ball waist, that actually moves really, really well there. Swivel hips. Then we kind of have these ball knees, but you can't bend them that far because the sculpt here gets in the way. They do go about a little short of 90 degrees back. And then these ball ankles that move decently okay. Not a whole lot of forward and back, but the side to side is okay. So you're not going to get them in any super crazy positions. I think the most annoying part is he's kind of like knock-kneed here. Because you can't really twist the legs apart at all. So he's got his legs really, really close together. So in order to get him to stand up, you just gotta bend the knees a little bit and ankle those feet a little ways apart. But you can pose him pretty decently, and obviously he's a protocol droid, so he's not gonna do anything too crazy. But I think once you get him standing there next to Grief Karga, and eventually when we get the astromech droid to go along with it, they're gonna look really awesome. Now over to the included little bits and bobs. We got another cool collectible card with an awesome image of CU-28 there. He does look a little shinier on the card than the figure, but I think if they tried to make him shinier here, it probably wouldn't look too good. So I think they did a good job with that. You can really see the wiring there. That's pretty sweet. Great shot here. The copper-plated protocol droid CU-28 was an assistant to High Magistrate Grief Karga during his reign on Navarro, helping the Magistrate with daily tasks and administrative work. Droid class protocol, height 1.77 meters, planet Navarro. It's pretty fun. Like a little Grief Karga reference there. And then the only other thing we get is the head to TC-332. So we got the body from the last droid that came out. I'm going to plug him in right here. Sweet. There we go. It's really coming together. Normally when I do these Build-a-Droids, I like to do the head last. But I guess if we're going to get them in this order, it's kind of nice to get the head now so we see what we're working with towards the end. Yeah, so that's all we got for CU-28. Pretty basic figure, but at the end of the day, I'm happy they made them. I like when we get these little, background characters. Droid Factory is the perfect way to get those out. And this guy's actually got some speaking roles, so, really awesome that Disney's sort of leaning into these characters that had a little bit more screen time for their Droid Factory, but not quite enough to get a real, vintage collection figure or something like that made. And of course, love the Droid Factory or Build-a-Droid initiative they're doing. Really fun to get those parts. Hope they keep doing that. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page. And don't forget, stay hammered.